Today, we are going to be discussing test anxiety. It's a problem that is common within students who go to universities or state colleges. After failing yet another exam, something must be done. You study all week to pass this exam. You only focus on this exam. You miss your other classes just to focus on this exam, and yet you failed. You feel like a disappointment. You can teach this information to your peers and explain it to the teacher, but the time that the test comes out, you just blink. It happens to many people in colleges today. Test anxiety is a common problem, and something has to be done. Testing is a major part of college, and with test scores being the main determinant on whether or not you move forward in life, we have to find a cure for the people who are bad test takers. It implies a lot of stress on the students, and it is not good for their mental health. 1 in 5 students have been diagnosed with test anxiety. This is based off of the National College of Health Assessment. This means out of 5 of you guys here, at least 1 of you guys have test anxiety. Today, we will be discussing test anxiety problems and ways we can fix it. We will be discussing personal solutions, and large-scale solutions. First, I would like to start off to tell the story of our close friend I have. She goes to a big university and she has test anxiety. She passes all of her assignments with flying colors. She teaches the information to her classmates, and yet when it comes time to the test day, she stresses. She thinks she didn't study enough, and that she's put in over 40 hours of study. She gets stomach aches, her hair starts to fall out when she plays through her hair with her hands. These are all signs of the test anxiety. According to stats, 95% of college counselors say that test anxiety has increased. This is according to the American Health Association. A case study that was done in Florida discusses that if we feel that we must get an A+ on the exam, we are more likely to fail it. This is because we have the pressure of the peers around us, parents, teachers, and colleagues saying we must pass. According to Richard Durso, there are 3 ways that test anxiety presents itself. The first way, the worry and dread. This is when you are so worried that you are going to fail an exam you dread for the day to come. You don't get sleep at night. You feel disoriented. The second way, head and stomach aches. Head and stomach aches is a major way that people with mild test anxiety show. You will get the banging heads and you will feel nauseous. You can't keep food down. You can't eat the day of an exam. The last common way that test anxiety shows itself is impairment. The mind goes blank and you cannot recall information. You can recall all the information, but the minute the professor hands out your test, you blank. This is a major problem that needs to be fixed. Test anxiety is hurting the self-esteem of many students. It is causing mental health problems. The chance of not getting into the school of choice, even though you are more than qualified to, hurts. You may be going to go to med school and have been doing research. You may be going to law school and listening to case studies, or you may be trying to get into veterinarian school and been shadowing and volunteering, and you can't get in because of one test. Most people nowadays see the problem that test anxiety is. It's causing mental health problems for students and causing major problems in the workforce, and we must come up with a fix for it. A large-scale fix for this is making a mandatory class for freshmen. This mandatory class will be available for students the week before school starts. By doing this, you will utilize the school's counselors and have 3 strands of this class. The first one, assembling building. This will help you work and figure out how to work around your problems and build up to find a happy place. The second is improving activities that help with emotional development. You need to find ways to help your emotions so that you can pass a test, whether this is with exercising or becoming more active in volunteering and hanging out with friends. If you can find this out, it can help you reduce stress. That also relates to test anxiety. The last one, performing test takers. These people will make practice tests for each other And by making the practice tests, they can start off with easy tests, take them, and build harder tests and take them. This will boost their confidence. All students who have completed this has ended up with higher test scores. Now, a personal way that we can help with test anxiety is contacting the DRC. The DRC is the Disability Resource Center. Every single college and state university has a DRC. The DRC are licensed people who can help you. There are a couple ways the DRC can help. The first way, getting a note taker. A note taker will stay in the class with you, whether it's the student or the SI instructor. This note taker will either text you photos of it, or email you, or make photocopies of their notes and submit it to the DRC. You can pick up those notes after every class. This will help you to compare your notes with their notes to make sure you're studying the correct information. Second thing you can do is have an audio recorder. An audio recorder will allow you to listen to the professor. The DRC will supply you with that. With the DRC supplying you with this, the professors must allow you to use this. You can then listen back to this and take notes on it. Most universities have a really cool function where you can input the PowerPoint slides from your notes into this audio recorder to then link what the professor is saying with the slide it goes to. The next thing you can do is taking a test in different rooms. You can take your test in an isolated room with 1 to 5 people. If you want to only do one person, that works out great. You can be quiet. You don't have to worry about whether people are finishing the test at the same time as you or not. It's a nice, quiet room. More people are enjoying their jobs, and this is because we are trying to come up with solutions. We need to improve this. The first thing you can do is find the way to pass your test. By doing this, you will be able to get into the schools you want and then enjoy your job. We want more people to be happy with their lives. Universities must provide mandatory classes. This is the key to help. Test anxiety has become a huge problem and determinant on lives. We should not be living for paycheck to paycheck. We should be loving our jobs. So we need to start passing these tests so we can make that happen. Common ways you can imagine test anxiety is stomach aches, nausea, headaches, or hair falling out. If you notice these symptoms, please reach out and get the help you needed. Now let's start passing these tests and getting the jobs we want.